What's up, NBA fans? We got a lot to talk about today. Big time salute to everybody in the building. We got some major news. So the NBA, they're trying to curb tanking, and everybody feels that they have what's going to be the right resolution. Charles Barkley has some interesting things to say about tanking. What are your thoughts on tanking, and what do you think the league can do to curb tanking? Also, we'll talk about the topic of the day, or the question of the day. Are the Cleveland Cavaliers better than the New York Knicks? We know the Knicks just lost to the the Detroit Pistons for the third time in a row. But now we got to move on from Detroit. There's another team that has the league on fire. That is the Cleveland Cavaliers. What are your thoughts? Are they the new threat in the East? Cade Cunningham, with his, major performance against the New York Knicks, has definitely shocked the airwaves. And now the Detroit Pistons are the undisputed best team in the Eastern Conference. Usually, the MVP for the first time goes to the team with the best, to the player on the team with the best record. What do you think will happen there? Will Cade, or is Cade deserving of the MVP? There's more topics. We're going to talk about that today on NBA Saturdays. Big time salute to everybody that's in the building early. You know what you got to do. Smash that like button, all right? I see you, him 2722. Okay, he said Cavs got 2 playoff chokers. Okay. I hear you. But we're going to talk about that tonight a little bit more in detail. I did watch a couple of Cavs games. I watch a lot of basketball. Is this too much basketball to watch? I'm gonna say off rip that I wasn't that impressed with what I saw. The one game that you could really give your hat to them is the Denver Nugget game. But big time salute. Smash that like button as you enter the show, though. All right. We know what we got to do. I know this is NBA Saturdays, so we're going to be talking about the Knicks too, but this is still an NBA show, so we're just going to be talking about a whole bunch of topics from across the league. So we got to make sure we smash that like button on the way in. Also, a lot of you guys are watching, but you guys are not subscribed. We noticed that in the last 28 days, that 58.8% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. So do your part. If you support the channel, rock out with the channel, you might as well subscribe, all right? So I'm going to start this thing off by, I'm going to take a look at today's scores because we got some games on right now. We know tonight the Knicks, they have a big game against the Houston Rockets. That is like the game of the night. What did they call it? They call it the game of the night or something, America's game. I can't remember what they call it. There's a name for the game of the night on Saturday. Anyway, so NBA Fan Saturdays, right now we got the Magic and the Suns. I might have to watch this game on condensed, man. I see the score. They going at it. 2 teams jockeying for position, the Magic and the Suns, for playoff positioning, trying to get in or stay in the top 6. But this is another game I have to watch because we got the Bulls tomorrow. Pistons versus the Bulls. Definitely still doing my scouting report on the Bulls. And if I have time, I would love to do a scouting report on this game. I think this game is going to be important. All the rest of the games are pretty much a wash besides us. And let's just check the odds for the Knicks versus the Rockets tonight. We're still a -3.5. No updates on the injuries are the same. Everything is the same. I did a comprehensive breakdown on this last night when I did the show called Knicks Nocturnal. So this is what we're looking at. And then also really quickly, I just want to look at the standings. Okay, so right now the Knicks, 4th place. Detroit in sole possession of first in the league. They officially cracked the 8-point differential mark, which is a very pivotal mark. Early in the year when the Knicks had a 9-point differential, I was thinking that, oh my God, we have arrived. But the Detroit Pistons, unfortunately, has taken this spot. Boston Celtics hold on to a 7-point differential. And, of course, the Cavaliers, who have been on a run, And we're going to talk more about the Cavs in a second. Are they better than the Knicks now? I mean, they took the Knicks. To all the people who believe you are what your record is, then you would pick the Cavs over the Knicks. But to all of us who have a little bit more deeper basketball knowledge, we know that we wouldn't settle for just that. But that's where we are, there, right behind Cleveland. Their differential, they still, I don't think Cleveland has cracked the +5 mark yet. I'll get more into this when I do the Knicks and 10 show, but it's interesting to see them get there. I'm curious to see what my mixed measure to see if the Cavaliers are really that real. They got to get to that 5-point differential. They get to that 5-point differential, it can sustain it, I'll ride with them. But right now, I'm still got faith in my Knicks. Unfortunately, we just don't have the Detroit Pistons number. And for whatever reasons, we cannot handle those boys right now. But I think that that will change. I don't think that that will stay the same. We'll see how it goes. And then Toronto still holding on to that 5th spot because Orlando is kind of just bowing out right now. But Toronto, they remain. They remain there. And then we got Philly. Philadelphia's problem is that they don't have consistency within their lineups. Paul George suspended 25 games. Joel Embiid out, in and out. And he's been out the last couple of games for the Philadelphia 76ers. And another issue that Philly's going to have, they don't play the same with Embiid as they do without him. You know, without Embiid, they play more of a faster paced style, trying to get more possessions. But with Embiid, they slow everything down, pick and popping from inside the 3-point line. One of the few teams I've seen do that. Most teams don't pick and pop inside the 3-point line. So yeah, big time salute to my man LD the 77. He says, not LD, but my man D from Los Angeles. Too many people who subscribe and stuff like that. My man said, I won't pick the Cavs over the New York Liberty. That's a strong point. I'm riding with you, but I'm going to say this. They still don't have Mobley. I'm going to get to the Cavs in a second. Let me talk about some preliminary topics before then, and then we'll get some people on the line. I want to spend a little bit of time on tanking. I actually got a video I'm getting ready to drop. It's going to talk about how tanking affects the Knicks. So be on the lookout for that. I'll probably drop that tomorrow. And the tanking is a huge problem in the NBA. It's a huge problem because teams are just giving up. And they have no desire to compete when they feel as though they're down. Like, for example, you look at a team like, let me look at the standings. You look at a team like, I don't know what Milwaukee's going to do yet. But you look at a team like, let me go to the West Coast because they got some better examples, like Dallas. Now, Jason Kidd has made some statements, but Kyrie Irving was shut down for the year. So what are they going to do in Dallas? Are they really trying to compete? Look at where you are. Do you really have a shot to make it into the playoffs? Right? Look at Utah. Utah, man, the stuff that they're doing now magically. Jaren Jackson is having season-ending surgery. So the league has to do something about this. And I got some quotes here, but this is what Jason Kidd said. I don't think the Dallas Mavericks are tanking. I just think that they're just that bad. But I tell you what, the Dallas Mavericks defense, they got potential to be all right next year. I wouldn't be surprised if next year Dallas will be a top 8 team. And here's my another prediction that I got about Dallas. I don't think that that Kyrie Irving will be back. I think Kyrie Irving has played his last days there. So Dallas Mavericks coach Jason Kidd believes the NBA will make a big change to dissuade teams from intentionally losing to increase their chances at getting better in the NBA draft. Kidd, a Hall of Fame point guard who played in 3 NBA finals, right, and is in his 5th season as coach of the Mavericks, acknowledged that on Friday, anti-tanking measures are being discussed at a league level. I think we will look at putting in some rule or something will change. We're in discussions with about that right now. At some point, the NBA will come out and understand there probably will be a big change. Okay, so that's what Jason Kidd had to say. He also had to say this as well. Let me get this on the screen. Because, you know, everyone's looking at teams like Dallas, like Utah. What are y'all doing? Right? Kidd, who added that only a few teams are trying to take, made sure to note that there is a difference between teams intentionally trying to lose and teams that are losing because of injuries. Understanding that the word tanking, it's sometimes misused. Sometimes teams aren't trying to tank. Sometimes teams don't have enough firepower to win. A serious injury to a star player can pivot a franchise. That happens. So based on what Kidd just said, who do you think is tanking out of all of these teams? Oh, we just got some breaking news too. Hold up, let me get this on the screen, y'all. We find out we breaking news on a Saturday. What the hell? Hold on, let me get this on the screen. Get the tanking. Hold on, give me 2 seconds, y'all. As you guys watch, get the likes up, y'all. This is NBA Saturday, so we could talk Knicks, but we're talking NBA. NBA Fan Saturdays. We have genuine or general discussions around the league matters. Okay, let me just close out some of these tabs, but we got to make sure we smashing that like button. The goal remains the same. I know that this is NBA Saturdays, but we still got to get the likes up. We got to treat this like this is Knicks Nocturnal. We got to treat this like this is any other show. And while you're at it, you might as well subscribe to the channel, okay? We know that in the last 28 days, that 60+% of you guys are not subscribed who watch the channel. So help us close the gap and subscribe, all right? Bam. So look at this. Breaking news. Rudy Gobert has been suspended. All right. Minnesota Timberwolves center Rudy Gobert has suspended 1 game for accruing his 7th flagrant foul of the 25-26 season. Wow. He's a hack. It was announced today by James Jones, Executive Vice President. James Jones, hold on. Is James Jones the same dude that was with Phoenix? How in the hell he get this job if that's the same James Jones? Is that James Jones that was with Phoenix, y'all? I can't remember. This dude be moving up in the world for losing. I don't know. Anyway, no hate. I'm just saying, whatever. Gobert, who entered Friday's night's game with his 6th flagrant foul, received the flagrant foul 1 penalty with 29.8 seconds remaining in the quarter against the Timberwolves in the game against Dallas. Okay. Gobert will serve his suspension tomorrow when the Timberwolves host the Philadelphia 76ers. Oh, wow. The 76ers might get a win. So this is the rule in case y'all didn't know. So the brother is a hack. He's a hack. Yeah, we got a lot of hacks in the league, and he's one of them. Now, I'm not saying that he's not a good defensive player. I think that would be offensive. But at the same time, he's somebody who I think is a bit overrated. I think he's a bit overrated because that drop coverage, then he wants to switch out onto the lead guard because he thinks he could guard everybody. Good luck with that. But this is some breaking news. What do y'all, if y'all want to talk about Rudy Gobert being a hack, I don't know if y'all want to talk about that, but I just got the tweet and I figured I'd share it with you guys since this is NBA Saturdays. But which of these teams do you think are tanking? Are the Indiana Pacers tanking? Or the Brooklyn Nets tanking? What about the Wizards? The Wizards are a team that are pretty intriguing to me because I feel as though, and hold on, I'm not sure if you guys can hear the soundboard. Hold on. 2 seconds. You guys hear that? You guys can hear that now. But I'm not sure about this team because Trae Young is supposed to be making his appearance back. Right? We know AD is out. They made some moves, some monster moves for the future to try to be competitive next year. But what do you think about the Wizards? We know that they have, we have their pick, which is top 8 protected. So they want to fall as a top 8 pick, or they don't want to fall beyond the top 8 rather. So what do you think about that? Chicago Bulls. This is an interesting team. They got a game tonight that I'm going to have to watch. Who we said they play tonight? Hold on. Let's check really quickly. We said they play the Pistons. Okay, cool. You know, do the Pistons let off the gas tonight? Do the Bulls get the win? Do Chicago, do they just stand there and let the Pistons do whatever the hell they want? Chicago's an interesting team. What do you think about these teams? Now, when we look in the top 10, I don't think no one's taken in the East. Not in the top 10. But down here is where it's interesting. Now, to me, where the real tanking action is occurring is on the West Coast. This is where I feel like these cats are really tanking. Sacramento, how many people got season-ending surgery? Right? They made moves. They're not trying to win. They lost their last 10 games. What do you think about the Sacramento Kings? Would you add them to the tank list? What about the Pelicans? The Pelicans are another interesting team because they had their fair share of injuries. We know Zion he's not the most durable guy. They still hadn't had Murray. I don't think Murray's played a game for him. Or if he did, he only played a couple of games because he's been dealing with an Achilles, right? They got a lot of young boys, Fears, right? Queen, Sadiq Bey, who we couldn't get in the trade, but they traded Alvarado. What do you think about the New Orleans Pelicans? Now, the Utah Jazz off rip, I think they're tanking. Yeah, I think these guys are tanking. 100%. 100,000%. I think these guys are tanking. Dallas Mavericks, Jason Kidd, he's trying to pretend like he's not tanker. They had some bad fortune. They traded away AD, and they did get some picks in the deal. They got 2 picks in the deal. What do you think about these guys? I don't know. And the Memphis Grizzlies are another team. They failed to trade Ja Morant. They clearly want to move off of him. What say you about these teams? Now, as terms of the top 10 in the West, I don't know if these guys are tanking. I know the Clippers are trying. Portland, they're just not good enough. They tried. They tried to be 500. They get to 500, drop right back down. Yeah, I have no faith in the Portland Trail Blazers, and I think they'll probably lose the first playing game. Big time salute to my man, Does 77. He says, Harden and Donovan known for one thing in the playoffs. That's true. Speaking of that, if you guys do want to call up, I will open up the phone lines. Hold on, let me get the phone number on the screen. But I will take some calls, 646-995-8389. Call up and voice your opinion. We got a lot of topics today. I'm not sure if we just added Rudy Gobert. He has been suspended. I think he's a big hack. If you want to talk about that, we can. But we got a lot of topics. Where you want to go? Do you also want to talk about Cade Cunningham? Is he the MVP? If the season ended right now, would Cade Cunningham be the MVP? Call up 646-995-8389. All you Detroit guys, all 16 of you. I'm curious to know, do you guys got Cade as your MVP? And tell me why. Don't just be a fanboy. I want you to tell me why you believe that Cade is the MVP. In terms of Charles Barkley, yeah, I could get this on the screen. Charles Barkley has some things he wanted to say as well about taking. Now, usually Charles Barkley, he's a bonehead. You know, he's an entertainer. I shouldn't call him a bonehead. I don't like to throw ad homs, but you know, he doesn't really give you no real basketball talk because they're in the business of entertaining, and there's nothing wrong with being in the business of entertaining, right? But if you listen to them for sound analysis as to what's going on, then you might have to question your level of intelligence, because that's not what the show is designed for. I'm not saying they don't know basketball. The problem is they don't watch basketball. The only person to watch basketball is Kenny Smith. He's the only one that I know watch basketball, because you can hear in his 2-minute takes, he's speaking from a well-informed position because he actually watches the players he's talking about. Charles Barkley get on there and he sees the guy for the first time in his life, and now he's acting like he knows what this player is all about. Anyway, Charles Barkley gives 3 ideas on how to fix tanking. Okay? So here's some ideas that are interesting. Can't raise ticket prices if you're below 500. That's actually a very interesting angle. I wonder if he really came up with these ideas. That's actually a great idea. A lot of these teams rely on tickets, right? And whatever other advantage they have in the local market in order to make it, in this league. It's hard. Expenses, salaries growing, right? We know that they got a great rev sharing with all the owners. They all share the money. But when it comes to certain small market teams generating the bag, ticket prices is one of the major things they rely on. So how you feel about that? I didn't mean to click on X. I don't need to go to X. I'm good right here. So how you feel about that? Then he says every lottery team gets 1 ping pong ball. Now, I actually like that idea. I love it. Make it even for everybody in the lottery. I love the idea. You know why? Because look at it like this. When you look at a team like the Chicago Bulls, they just may not be good enough, y'all. Like, seriously, they just may not be good enough to make it to the playoff. That's why I'm trying to see what they do. I don't know if Chicago's tanking. I just started doing my scouting on them, so I can't really make a finalized assessment. But if they are genuinely trying to win games, but they just can't because they're not good enough, why not give a team like that the same opportunity? Right? Why not give them the opportunity? I don't have no examples on the West Coast, unfortunately, because I think mostly all of these teams are tanking. But what if Portland, and I don't think this is going to happen, but what if Portland fell into the play-in? They tried to get to 500. Danny Avdia got hurt at the wrong time. They also had a spring of injuries throughout the season. Drew Holiday was out. Danny Avdia gets hurt in the Knicks game when they were trying to make a push, fighting to be 500. Portland has had some bad luck. One of the most injured teams in the league this season. Why don't you give them a shot to go get that guy? It's not like they're not trying. So I thought that was kind of interesting, Charles. I don't know if he came up with this himself. I don't know, Charles. I don't know. Y'all did yourself on this one. I like these ideas. I keep clicking on it. I don't know why. And then remove pick protect. How do you feel about this? Now, you see this one right here? I heard that one before. The remove pick protect. I don't know why I keep opening next. I'm sorry. But you see this one right here? This, to me, is the one that I want. Because look at how many pick protections we had that we lost because teams were tanking. Dallas, now Washington. I am for that one. That's what they have to do, man. They got to remove the pick protections. All right? If you do want to call up to talk about whatever topic you want, the topics that I laid out, so I should say not whatever you want, call up 646-995-8389. The phone lines are open, but on the way in, smash that like button, y'all. We got to get the likes up. We only got 28 likes. This is no good. All right? When you come inside the show, you got to show some love, man. I'm here every single day. I on this mic twice a day, talking real basketball talk. A place where you can actually call in and express your opinion. This is what I provide on this channel. This is what we do on a regular basis. So we need your help and your support by you helping us get the likes up. And then while you're at it, you might as well subscribe, okay? Smash that subscribe button, because we noticed in the last 28 days that 60+% of our viewers, you guys are not subscribed. So help us close the gap and subscribe. We do appreciate all the support. And this is one of my favorite shows. I know I say that about every show. But not seriously, I like talking about the NBA because, you know, we always talk about the Knicks all the time. So now we got a chance to talk about other things that, you know, may impact the Knicks, other things that, you know, may impact our franchise, like tanking. Tanking is a major. I got a clip that I'm going to drop tomorrow that's going to talk about tanking and the issues that I feel like has impacted us. Like, we could have had Derek Lively, right? You know, there's certain things that took place that kind of like hurt our growth from a talent perspective, because teams are tanking, and you know they're how should I say it? They're let me get out of this window, but you know they're trying to do both things, and then once they find out they can't win, that's when they want to tank. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't. I feel like it's not right. I feel like it's not fair. I feel like to the fans, especially in these towns, y'all want to see these guys perform. Sorry, I'm just trying to make this tweak behind the scenes. But y'all want to see certain players. Imagine if you're a Warriors fan, right? And you live in Charlotte, and he's from there. And now you called out of work, right? You bought you saved up for the past 2 months to get tickets because the ticket prices are a little bit more now that Steph is coming, and then you find out that Steph is not playing. Come on, bro. Like we gotta do something, man. And that's why tanking is bad, bro. That's why and then a lot of the times these guys don't even get the pick they want. So you tank it for all these reasons or whatever, but sometimes you guys don't get the pick that you want. So what is the point? What is the point of it? It don't work all the time. Sometimes it works, like it worked for Dallas. It may work for Washington this year. I hope, I pray. I would love to see Washington get the 9th pick, because if the Washington Wizards get the 9th pick, then that means we get the 9th pick. But yeah, the NBA has to do something about this. I just don't hope it don't come back to bite us if we have to tank one day. I know I shouldn't think like that, but what if we have to tank one day, guys? As I'm talking about the Knicks people, to all the Knicks people listening to this show. What if we had to tank one day? And now we can't, or we get accused of tanking, and now we lose our pick. Or there's some sort of other wrinkle. But if you want to call up 646-995-8389, I don't know what the world's going on with my computer right now. Bugging out. All right, yeah, I just wanted to get this on the screen so I could show y'all this. All right, let me this down. Okay, cool. So yeah, I just wanted to share with y'all the call-up show rules. These are the rules for the call-up show, okay? Now, the first 3 minutes you get, okay, you come on, bam, let me just get that out the way. All right, bam. So the first 3 minutes you get, everybody gets 3 minutes, no matter what. You call up, you get 3 minutes. You're going to hear, let's go, and then a buzzer will sound. Now, at the end of the call, or the buzzer sounds first, then you hear the let's go. And then at the end of the call, the buzzer will sound. That's the end of the call. So when you hear the buzzer, that is the end of the call. We also do have the $5 callback rule. So if you do want to call back, you can, all right? So if you guys want to call up, 646-995-8389, call up, voice your opinion. And I want to talk some NBA stuff with you guys. Hold on, let me just make sure my phone lines are working. Okay, we are good. We are good. Big time salute to the people that call me, because I got some people calling me while the show is on. Like, they might be watching the video and they think we're live, and they be calling me out the blue. I'm like, what the world's going on? I be checking to see if I'm live, because sometimes, well, very rarely, but sometimes the phone will just be on live, and I'm like, what the hell is that? But big time salute to everybody in the chat, man. Continue to smash that like button. Ooh, I see you, Bricks Nation. I like that. This will force teams to strategize, right? Exactly. I agree. Oh, man. Now, that other rule about the threes, I don't know if I agree with that. Yeah, I think you should let people shoot threes because most teams can't shoot threes. I don't think we need a rule on threes. But I hear you, though. I hear you if you think that there's too many threes. Listen, I watch so much basketball. I'm telling you right now, to all the Knicks fans listening, the Knicks are one of the best three-point shooting teams. Like, teams cannot buy shot, and they just jacking them. I'm like, what the hell is this? I managed to watch some Charlotte games while I was doing some scouting for Cleveland, and I was doing scouting for the game tonight, Houston. And pretty much what I've seen was teams like the Hornets getting up them three balls, man. Hornets are getting up them three balls, bro. I'm telling you right now, this is another NBA prediction. You heard it here first. I think Cunningham is the star of the Charlotte Hornets. And I won't be surprised if Charlotte moves off of LaMelo. I wouldn't be surprised. But big time salute to everybody in here. Oh, my God. Knicks never winning a title. Call up. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Knicks not winning a title. What do you guys say about Cade Cunningham, though? Cade Cunningham right now has taken the league by storm, defeating the New York Knicks and putting up 42 points in the Garden. Like, somebody from Detroit called up and they said, yo, I see why Madison Square Garden is the world's most famous arena, because, you know, everybody was talking about Cade, and it's like it boosted his profile. And that's what happens when you come to MSG. I tried to tell Big Dog that, like, because he's like, why do we call it the world's most famous arena? Dude, no other building sells out more shows than Madison Square Garden. Big time salute to MSG. MSG is the place to be. And so when you put on a show like what Cade did, it matters. Let's see if I get this on the screen. But here's the other part to the Cade MVP talk. Here is the other part to the Cade MVP talk. Regarding the Detroit Pistons, right? Who, as of Friday, has the best record in basketball. And Rudy, is that Rudy Tomjanovich? Okay, he said that he's happy for Detroit. The Pistons were always my favorite team growing up. I do have a connection to them now. In fact, the guy who is a consultant to them, Dennis Lindsay, he started in Houston. Okay. And he's a great basketball mind. And everywhere he's gone, those teams have improved. Same thing here in Detroit. So I'm happy for Detroit. So Detroit has the best record in the Eastern Conference. Unfortunately. Does that make Cade the number one guy in the MVP race? To all my Knicks fans out there, try to put on an objective hat. If Jalen Brunson was on the team and we were the number one team in the East, would you be saying he would be the MVP in the league? And if you would say that about Brunson, don't they have a right to say the same thing about Cade? You see this right here? 42 points versus the Knicks. Because of this one game alone, this game is propelling this brother at our expense. I think they got to argue. I ain't going to lie, New York City. I think they got an argument. It's hard to argue when they are the best team in the league record-wise. And MVP is a regular season award. I still don't think they win no damn championship. And all you got to do is go listen to the Knicks War Room show that I did battling 20 Pistons fans. They all called in. They all came for my neck. And I told them, I said, listen, y'all could beat us, which they did beat us. That was on Thursday. I said, yo, y'all could beat us. I don't care about the regular season. I concede the fact that you guys are better in the regular season. I would have been a fool to go into the Knicks war room and say, oh, yeah, no, we're better. Because some of us believe that we are the better team, even though we're not showing it. I don't like that argument. I don't need to even use that argument. My argument is that when the postseason gets here, the teams that are the best in the regular season are not always the best in the postseason. And what they're trying to do defies history. And they're not that good. You go back to the beginning of time in NBA history, okay? And only 2 teams have won the championship where their core hasn't won a playoff series. Only 2. You're talking about Lakers, right? And you're talking about the Boston Celtics when they added KG and those guys. 3 Hall of Famers, multiple Hall of Famers in LA. The Detroit Pistons don't have multiple Hall of Famers. That's if Durant is a Hall of Famer. Maybe. I doubt it. He's definitely not going to be top 100. Cade will. So because the Detroit Pistons are not great without him, like I don't think none of us would pick the Detroit Pistons to be a play-in team if Cade wasn't there. Does that go back to Cade's acknowledgement? Does Cade deserves the praise? What say you, NBA fans? Pistons made yet another declaration, all right? Sweeping the Knicks. Notice how they got to write that. Sweeping the Knicks. Oh, boy. I can't wait for the postseason, man. I told y'all last night, I did an optimistic Knicks show, right? No fanboy stuff. Real basketball. See, the reason why the other teams come into this channel is because they know I'm going to give them real basketball talk. I showed you in the last 11 games, the Knicks still are the #1 defense. Now, it might change today because there may be some fluctuations with rankings, but we're still top. If you do the last 10 games, we're top 4. We just don't have Detroit's number right now. Doesn't mean we can't figure it out in the postseason. But we're talking about regular season, and the Pistons are the kings of the regular season, at least right now. So in the moment, it's hard to argue against a Cade Cunningham MVP. I think personally, though, I'm leaning towards SGA because he got hurt. Let's not act like SGA didn't get hurt and then OKC fell and then they became the first seed team. Now, if they would have passed OKC with SGA, but I do got to acknowledge that they do have an argument, whether I agree with it or not. Big time salute to everybody in the building. This is NBA Fan Saturdays. So we're opening up the conversation to talk more than just Knicks. We're talking NBA. We discussed tanking. You want to talk about tanking? We could. We discussed Rudy Gobert was suspended for being a hack. He had 7 flagrant fouls. That brother is a hack. All right. Now we're talking about Cade. Should he be MVP? And then we're going to get into the Cleveland Cavaliers as well versus these Knicks. What's going on? Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hey, man, can you hear me? What's going on? D from LA.
It's Gucci.
How you feeling, brother?
Let's go.
I'm good. I'm good. Couple things. I don't fear Cleveland. Never feared him under Donovan Mitchell. And then they added James Harden. Playoff James Harden. Playoff Donovan Mitchell. If we see him, we beat him in 3. So I'm not even worried about that. Knicks
Yo,
in
who
3.
started that? I heard some people say 3. They gonna win in 3.
Bruh, Knicks in 1. Let's just wrap up that
They said
series.
what? Forget
Yeah,
3, 1.
forget. Yeah, we'll close that out because Jalen Brunson already showed Donovan Mitchell year 1 was good, so he already knows. But as far as MVP talk, is Shea still going to be eligible for the MVP? I know he's missed a couple games.
Ooh, you know what? I'll pull it up in the back end, but
Right.
that's a good question. That's
Right.
a good question. If he's not eligible, then Cade has more of a shot.
Exactly. And also, there's this it's not an exact science to show the actual worth of a player, but there's a player impact estimate, I think it's called, like a graph that shows.
I know you. Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you take Cade off this team, do they win 20 games?
I don't think so. That's what I'm saying. It's hard to not argue Cade.
Right. You know
It's hard to keep him out of it. Yeah.
Right. It's really hard because they don't have and you look at the payroll of the team. So I think he has it because I know Jokic is not eligible anymore, right? Or he has like maybe 1 game left.
One more game. Yeah, he got 1 game left, boy. He better not stub a toe.
Yeah, it's probably, but that's something that the NBA got to consider because I know exactly why they did it to keep players playing. But if this is going to be based on NBA history, these awards are going to start telling a different story from what's actually taking place through that season. You know what I'm saying? They got to kind of reconsider that because in no planet is Cade in the same discussion as Jokic just yet. You know what I mean? But the rules are the rules.
Right.
Yeah, but if Shea's not eligible, then you got to give it to Cade. Who else? Anthony Edwards got a good argument, right?
Yeah, but where they at? Hold on. Right. Are they 5th? They 6th in the West. I can't do it.
Right. And it's not a Westbrook season where it's drastically obvious. Like, okay, this guy's going for a triple-double for the first time in years. So even if he's 8th seed, the story just got to be told with Westbrook. It's not one of those seasons. So yeah, exactly. It's probably Cade.
Yeah, it's definitely Cade. As much as we hate to admit it, right?
Yeah, it's fast. It's Cade for now. We'll see how the season goes, though. Yeah.
100%. 100%. But thank you for the supers as well, man. Anything else you want to add?
Tonight, we have no reason to beat the Rockets by 85,000 points. Point blank. I mean, that's a slow ISO-ish team. I was one of the people who wanted Ime Udoka as our coach. I'm glad we didn't get him as our coach because he's a little bit better than Tom Thibodeau when it comes to offense, but he's the same kind of stubborn. So
yes,
let's rock out.
I'm riding with you. I'm pretty sure you saw the live last night, where I broke it down. But yeah, I agree with everything you just said. Big time.
No doubt. Stay up, man.
All right. Salute. That's my man D from LA. Calling the drop, the science. I agree with what the brother said. I mean, I think that when you look at the player impact estimate, the estimated player impact, it's hard to not consider Cade. They got the best. Only reason why I'm saying that is because they got the best record too. Now OKC comes back. SGA is eligible. I'm going with SGA. I think the only reason why they caught the Thunder is because SGA got hurt. And I'm not saying that the Thunder were playing the best ball with SGA. They were playing good ball, but the ball they were playing was not the same superstar level ball that we were used to seeing from OKC. But one of the things I do gotta push back, D, is you said that they should reconsider the 65 game rule. And I just got too much notes. But you said they should consider doing that. The reason why I don't want them to reconsider it, because I do think that you should play a certain amount of games to be eligible to win certain awards. Like, I don't want to see a guy play 48 games and now he's All-NBA third team. Like, the guy who's been there for the majority of the season, I think deserves higher priority, especially when we're talking about All-NBA and MVP. You play 42 games. Are you an MVP? I think the least amount of games there was like 48, and they gave a guy an MVP. And then also, D, now we're going to deal with guys sitting out. That was a huge fight to get guys to play. Now we're going to have guys sitting out. How's it going, JJ? Talk to me.
Yo, what's good, brother? How's everything, man?
Everything's good, man. Just enjoying life on a Saturday, talking this NBA talk. Where you want to go?
No doubt, man. Yeah, so real quick, I actually want to go tanking for a minute, yo.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so this is crazy because I know this is a great draft, especially at the top. So you're going to see more tanking than usual. I know I saw the other night, Indiana, they played Washington back-to-back.
Oh, God.
Washington
You watched
won
that?
both.
Oh, God.
No, I didn't watch. I just followed the box score and
Oh, okay,
whatnot.
okay.
You know,
Don't
yeah. So
watch
Indiana
that.
sat Siakam both games,
Of
and they're
course.
sitting him versus Dallas, obviously because those are big tank games versus
Right.
Washington. And like
Right.
these teams aren't even hiding it. Like they're sitting your best player, they're sitting Nemhard, they're sitting McConnell tomorrow versus Dallas. Like this is it's almost embarrassing now. Like you're gonna reward this? You can't reward this nonsense. I
I
mean,
agree.
and then one other reason I'm nervous is I don't want Indiana getting that pick, yo. Like you think I want to
Oh,
see Siakam, Halliburton, and say, let that team get a Boozer or a DeBonsa or Peterson. I mean, good luck, yo.
if
You
they get
know,
Boozer, it's over.
oh my God, Boozer, Siakam, Halliburton, cooked. Like they're gonna
And
be
Zubac. Don't
worse to
forget
first.
Zubac. Don't forget Zubac.
Right. Zuba, yo, forget it, man. Straight up. And this is why also, if we don't do it this year, we're in trouble. Like point blank.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana's gonna be way
100%.
better. Boston's gonna get Tatum. Atlanta has the Pelicans pick, right? So
Yep.
they could get a Peterson or a Boozer, God forbid,
Yep.
with the young
God
core they have
forbid.
already. You know, hey man, hey, I'm just saying, like we better do something this year, or yeah, we may never see close to a chip with this core. You know, that's just what I'm feeling.
Yeah, no, you spot on.
You know, so
I hear everything you're saying. I agree with everything you're saying. Great point. You added a whole nother element.
yeah, like it's scary. The East is gonna, next it's already better than we thought it would be this year. What's it gonna be next
Oh,
year?
yeah.
Indiana back. I think the Hawks will be even better getting a lottery pick. Tatum
Mm-hmm.
back.
Yep.
Better
Yep.
be very careful, man. Better make a move this year before it's too late. That's all
Before
I'm
it's
gonna
too
say.
late.
But
Yep.
yeah, that's
Big
pretty
time.
much all I got, brother. Thanks so much, man. I'll holler at you after the game.
No doubt, man, for sure. We'll be here. Oh, yeah, by
All
the way,
right,
we
man.
will be back. All right, big time.
Yes, sir. No doubt, brother. All right, man.
Salute. Yo, by the way, I'm glad he said that because I forgot to mention this earlier. Tonight, we will be back after the game. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm here, win or lose. And to anybody who's watching this show and you're a fan of any other team, I invite you to the Knicks War Room. It's a nice place where we can have a civil discussion about basketball. Boston, I want that smoke. So if you're a Celtic fan or you know a Celtic fan that's on YouTube, tell him to holler at me. I want the smoke. Yes, I do. I took the smoke with Detroit already. I ain't done. But Cleveland, we about to get to Cleveland in a second. I'm going to tell you right now, I am not impressed. Big time salute to my man, Coach, in the building. Big time salute, Coach. Great to see you, brother. Hopefully everything is well, man. He said, I'm not scared Detroit fans live here. That's a fact. 100%. They do live here. I don't know why they're not calling up. I gave them a bone. We could talk about Cade Cunningham. I don't got him as my MVP right now. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was looking at SGA's games. Let's see. Now, sometimes he played 49 games. Okay, 49. Oh, he got games. Yeah, SGA got games. He got games. He's not out of the running. Hello, caller. State your name and let the people know where you're calling from.
Hey, what's up, man? This is You can just call me Antonio, my brother.
Okay. Antonio, man, big time salute to you, man. Where you want to go? NBA Fan Saturdays. Where we going?
I mean, man, I love y'all team, man. I love, you know what I'm saying? I'm originally from New York, you know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
man, I think, yo, I saw you earlier. You were saying like the Knicks is like one of the best 3-point shooting teams, right?
That's a fact.
Right. But yo, honestly, that might be true. But honestly, yo, I think the Knicks, yo, they need to like focus on next season, bro. Because the fact that they lost to that team just told me like they not ready, bro. Like y'all supposed to. I'm a Spurs fan, by the way.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no bias from me, you know what I'm saying? Just to be like, oh, you know, they the Knicks, they supposed to, you know what I'm saying, lose and then come back and win in the playoffs. Like y'all was supposed to win that game. And that to me, y'all lost that game, that told me that y'all front office did not pay attention during the trade deadline. When they had the the mid-season trade deadline. They watched those last 8 games. They should have said to themselves, we need to get rid of this nigga Towns. Because everybody that played them 8 games had a role that they knew what they wanted to do. And I watched y'all when y'all like 2 years ago when y'all had what's that dude name? Hartenstein?
Yeah.
When y'all had that, I was like, yeah, these dudes is gonna win. These dudes, they official. But they didn't make that move. They should have made that move and say, you know what? We gonna try to ship Towns out of here and get us a regular center. Get us a dude that could actually just play one position. So they all know what the hell they doing. They don't gotta worry about Towns doing this, being a center, being a shooter. Just get rid of him. You got to ship them out of here, but y'all front office don't got the temerity or no, they don't have the nerve. You got to have the nerve. You got to be like, I don't give a damn about friendship. I'm trying to win. This dude could only rebound. I don't need that on my team. I'm watching my guys that don't like this dude. They don't like him. He's soft as hell. Why are they still keeping this dude around?
10
I don't get it.
seconds.
Well, listen, brother, you said a lot. I'm definitely going to respond to your call. I appreciate the call. I'm going to save in your number, so if you want to call again, you can. Thank you, brother. Big time.
No doubt, bro. Appreciate that.
All right. Salute. So I just want to let y'all know, to all the people who just joined the show, right? I'll let you talk. You call this show, you're not a Knicks fan, you could talk. Let's continue to smash the like button, though. We got to get the likes up. I'm about to respond to the brother's call. Has some very strong points, right? He had some very, very strong points. And I completely disagree with it. And I'm going to tell you why in a second, but we got to get the likes up. Also, we noticed that in the last 28 days, that 60+%, it's more than this, of you guys are not subscribed. We got to subscribe because we're on the road to 10,000. The next milestone is 5K. And to all my Knicks fans, we have a special giveaway. To the 5K subscriber, it's a Jalen Brunson rookie trading card, okay? So that's what we're giving away when we hit 5K. Now, I want to address this brother's comments. He said a lot. He's originally from New York, but he's a Spurs fan. I really wanted to talk to him about the Spurs. And I wanted to tell him that you do know that your Spurs is not winning no championship. I just wanted to gauge the temperature, because the same rules apply to San Antonio that apply to Detroit. So you're going to get your feelings hurt this year, you know, San Antonio Spurs fan. But he talked about the Knicks. He didn't talk about the San Antonio Spurs. He said we need to just lose and focus on next year. First off, we not Bill Scary over here. I gave Stephen A. Smith that work. What day was that? yesterday, I gave Stephen A. Smith that work. You know why? Because I blame him for the last call. Because he's out there, he goes on ESPN and spews misinformation. And now this brother's going to call up and say, well, you lost 3 games to Detroit, so you need to give up on the season. You're not beating them. Imagine if we did that last season, because we lost 3 games to Detroit last year. What about going 0-4 to the Celtics last year? So should we have done that last year? I'm lost. Hold on. This is a mystery. Can y'all help me figure it out? We should give up because we lost 3 games. We were 0-10 last season to top teams. 0-10. Cleveland, Boston, OKC. Hello. So we should have gave up last year. Then they bring up Hartenstein. Like, oh, we would have won it with Hartenstein. I'm going to tell you right now, Hartenstein, unless he takes less money, caveat, he will not be with the Oklahoma City Thunder next season. And I'm talking about significantly less money. But we got killed by Boston. We got smacked. We felt this game to Detroit was bad. We got blown out by 20-plus points in the Garden last year to Boston. We lost worse to Boston last season than we did Detroit. But last year's team is so much better. Oh, my God. Tibbs did a great job. We were 0-10. Guess what our record is now against top 10 teams? We're 7-6. We're 2-0 against Cleveland. We're 2-1 against Boston. We didn't play against OKC yet. So if we beat OKC at least one game, our record against the top teams would be night and day compared to last season. But according to that guy who just called in because we lost to one team, we need to give up the season. I blame Stephen A. Smith for this. It's his fault. Because now he is the catalyst to misinformation. Because millions of people watch First Take, and then now they call into my show spewing that nonsense. I'm going to let you get it out, but I will respond. See if I get this brother on the line. What's going on, Joe from AC? Talk to me. Talk some sense into me, man. Where are we going tonight? Where are we going, Joe?
Yo, I'm just calling because I heard the last caller call in, and I just want to disagree with what this guy's saying.
100%.
Dude, we lost 3 games in the regular season, and all of a sudden the season has to be over? That doesn't make any sense, man. If that were the case, that would have been the same thing that happened last year. We lost to Boston, I think, every game last year.
Yeah, 4 times.
And what happened in the playoffs? They were a no-show. They didn't know which way was up. I remember Luke Cornett was the only good thing that they had on their team last year. That's all they had.
Yep.
You know, so. But, yo, I kind of want to address the Mike Brown thing, too, because we were talking about that yesterday.
Okay.
And I
Let's
forgot
go.
to bring this up. But,
yeah.
Yo, how many people, I want to see it in the chat, how many people had a feeling in their stomach just drop when they saw Sohan came into the game, and it just felt like it was a little bit too late? Like, this guy should have been in the game like 15 minutes before he was put in by Mike Brown.
Yep.
And that same exact thing happened to us in the playoffs last year against the Pacers when Tom Thibodeau finally put on DeLon Wright and Shamet in the game. And I was thinking to myself, I'm shaking my head, I'm thinking, Tibbs, it's a little bit too late. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And
no, you're right.
The same thing happened with Sohan the other night, and I'm just thinking, this guy should have been in the game 15 minutes earlier. He would have locked Cade down. We would have been fine. Cade's not dropping 40 points on Sohan. No thanks.
Nope.
He got lucky that he dropped them 40 points. Listen, buddy, we lost to the Detroit Pistons 3 times in a row, but I'm going to tell you right now, it does not matter.
No.
It does not matter
it's not
at
over.
all. When
it's not over.
When it's crunch time and Jalen Brunson puts on his Super Saiyan hat and his hair starts turning gold and he's dropping all these points when you guys in the playoffs, I don't want to hear a peep. I don't.
I agree.
Because guess what? When we put everything together, we're the best team in this league by far. We're much better than the Thunder. We're much better than the Pistons. We're much better than the Spurs. And all you NBA fans that listen to Stephen A. Smith, you guys
Oh,
got
God.
something coming this playoffs. Let me tell you, because I've seen it. I've seen this Knicks team level up. Because believe it or not, there's levels to this. There's levels to this NBA. You want to win a championship, you better win a playoff series first. Like you said.
That's the rule.
What are the statistics of you winning a championship without winning a playoff series first?
Very steep.
Please.
Only 2 teams have done it. It's very steep.
Listen, there's levels to this. We've been putting our dues in. We know what it's like in the playoffs. Oh, give me 3 games in the regular season. Oh, the season's over. You listening too much, Stephen A.
10 seconds.
100%, man. Yo,
Stephen A. Yo, don't
way
listen to
too much
Stephen
Stephen A, man. Yo, great call, Joe. Great call.
Thank
I
you,
appreciate it.
Have a good
All right,
night.
salute. All right, you as well. That was my man Joe and AC providing some backup. Another thing too, here's the real reason why I'm upset with Stephen A, right? That I forgot to add to my little rant just now. He also said it's over. We're not going to the finals. And we're not going to beat the Detroit. See, that right there, I can't. Now, it's okay to be upset. We all were. I did it where there's smoke, there's fire. The first ever episode. Is that the first ever episode? I think so. Okay. Maybe the second. All right. One of the first. Right after the game. And we lit fire under Mike Brown and the rest of the Knicks. They all deserve the smoke. So I might upset at Stephen A because he was upset with the Knicks. I'm upset with Stephen A because he spewed the misinformation. And now he puts out there that, oh, the Knicks can't go to the finals or they won't go to the finals and they can't beat Detroit. You're the #1 sports guy. Everyone listens to you. You should know better than that. Stephen A, listen. If you give me the job, I'll be your ghostwriter. You'll be sharp every time it's time to talk to them. Let me tell you something, Stephen A. You got to have 2 books that looks like this. See this? This ain't Knicks history. This ain't a textbook talking about Walt Clyde Frazier and Willis Reed and all the great guys from back in the day. You see this? This is for this season. This is for this season. Season's not even over yet. You need to get a guy like me to give you the proper etiquette and to help you with your takes on the Knicks. 646-995-8389. I can't believe the stuff that I'm dealing with, man. Can't believe the calls that I'm getting, man. Brother call up from San Antonio, from New York, talking about we need to give up the season. That's wild to me.
Down on TV.
Hey, caller, state your name, where you calling from.
My name Ryan, calling from Detroit.
Okay, Ron from Detroit. Where we going, man? I got a topic for you. Is Cade the MVP? Tell me why.
Why he the MVP? Because he
Do you think he's the MVP?
Because he don't really have a number 2, and he control everything.
Really quickly, could you turn down your background really quickly because it's kind of loud. I'm gonna let you cook.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I'm gonna let you cook.
Okay, yeah, he don't have a true number 2.
Okay.
But and not just only that, as far as offense and defense, he is like one of the top guards on 2-way, So, and he played the majority of the season, so like far as right now, I can't see nobody. I mean, SGA, but he missing games.
Mm-hmm.
The Jokic, I can't really see that. I mean, so right now, I mean, it's really his Cade right now. I mean,
it's hard to argue against it. I can't listen. I got no pushback right now. We'll see if it stays that way though.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's just the trajectory of where it's going, the way the way they've been playing and stuff like that. Unless something injury or something bad happens, I don't see,
Right.
it's gonna be hard to not give him the award.
Right. Or if SGA comes back and really turns it up too, that could also detour it. But I got a question. So what do you think about the Knicks? Do you think the Knicks, we're done? We cook? We ain't got no shot to do nothing in the playoffs?
Well, I'm gonna say this about the Knicks. I mean, the Knicks is cool, but see, y'all put too much on Jalen Brunson because he's really he's always been a Robin. He's never been a Batman. And when he was in Dallas, he was a Robin there. When he went to New York, y'all tried to make him a Batman. And not only that, he's too short, like far as to be the number one. Now when he in the paint, when he playing against Detroit, all his shots are difficult shots. And not to say that he can't make these shots or whatever, but it's hard shots. Like they should be a little bit easier. But that's only because it's size. When you put a Sar on him or Ryan Holland on him, now you got somebody that's like almost
10
like 6'8",
seconds.
6'9" on him. And with the wingspan or whatever makes it even, the shot even more difficult. So
Okay. I hear you, brother. I'm gonna respond. I appreciate the call. Could I put you down as number 17? Do I have your permission? Detroit Knicks hater number 17.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, big time. Ron from Detroit. I appreciate it, brother.
All right now.
All right, cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely got to respond to that call. That call because he said some things that I give him the Cade stuff right now, but I don't think it's gonna stay. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't think it's gonna stay like that. I think that SGA is gonna come back and reclaim his throne. He's only missed 9 games. He's still within the window of time to take his throne back. They lost first place because he's out. But the Brunson stuff. Now look, I'm the objective fan, right? I'm not going to say that Brunson is the best player, right? I'm not going to say he's the best player in the league because I'm a Knicks fan. I'm not going to do that. I think Brunson is one of the best players in the league. Until Cade gets out of the first round, I cannot say that Cade is better than Brunson. I'm not going to say it. Brunson has way more success. Cade Cunningham was the alpha dog since he's been in Detroit. Why they didn't do anything? Yeah, I made it to the playoffs for the first time in 16 years. Granted, the young brother is promising. I think Cade is going to be one of the best guards in the league. Definitely one of the best American guards in the league, 100%. But right now, he has some catching up to do. You started in your first All-Star game. That was cute. Brunson's already done that. So until he does something that Brunson did not do, which would be MVP or first team, but I don't think that he negates where Brunson is. And then the height thing, I mean, the 6'8" dudes can't guard Brunson. Brunson had the Michael Jordan numbers against the Pistons last year in the playoffs. Have you forgotten? We're not worried about 6'8" guys. We're not worried about guys who have size because Brunson cooks them each and every time on a regular basis. So no, Detroit, I do not agree with you on that point. Okay? Big time salute to everybody who just joined the show. I will be getting to the calls, but before I take some more calls, we got to continue to get the likes up. The goal is always 100 likes, and we are short of our goal. So smash that like button to help get us to where we need to be. It's very important. Big time salute to all the people in the building, all the channel members, all the mods. I do appreciate you guys. I see my man Jay Chosen in the building. Okay. According to AP, he's a legend. Big time salute. Big time salute to everybody in the building. Let's get the likes up. It's very important. Okay. We got to let the algorithm know that this is about to be. This is NBA Saturdays. We're talking about a whole lot. I didn't even get to the Cavs yet. I'm going to make a hard pivot to the Cavs. Do you guys, when you call up, think that the Cavaliers are better than the Knicks? They won 6 games in a row. Should we be scared, New York City? Are you guys in the woods? Let me know. Also, while you at it, while you're liking, while we getting these likes up, we got to make sure we subscribe, because we noticed in the last 28 days that 60+% of you guys are not subscribed. So it's very important that you guys smash that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, you're watching, so you might as well just join OKF Nation and get the rest. Get down with the movement, because it is a movement, and we're growing pretty fast. I spoke to Joe. I spoke to this guy. Okay, cool. Let me get my man on the line. 646-995-8389. Do you guys think that the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won 6 games in a row, they just took the Knicks in the standings, are they better than the Knicks? What say you? Let us know. Hey, Randall, what's going on? Talk to me, brother. Where you want to go?
Let's go. I kind of still want to mention about the game the other night.
Okay.
One thing
Where you want to go with that?
that's noticeable about Detroit is it's not a matter of talent, that they're more talented than the Knicks.
Okay.
We don't match their energy. Detroit played with tenacity the other night. They out-hustled the Knicks.
You're right. You're right. I can see that. And
see, with Detroit, it was all hands on deck, from Cade to the bottom of the bench.
Right. Yep. 100%. Now you're right. So Stephen A. Smith, we burned him down yesterday because he's the one that is really pushing this narrative that the Knicks are done. They have no shot. And I'm like, what? Like, why are we giving up the season? We lost 3 games. Like, when do we do that? We give up the entire season? Doesn't make any sense. So what do you got to say about the Cavaliers? The Cavaliers been playing some good basketball. They won 6 games in a row. This is according to the narrative, of course. But what do you got to say about the Cavs? And they overtook us in the standings as well. Do you think that they're better than the Knicks?
That it's kind of a little hard to say that.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay. So you're gonna wait, because we do got the game against them on Tuesday, and I'm doing my scouting for that. I'm gonna say I think the wins are overrated right now. I saw 2 of their games. I feel like they overrating the wins. And I'm gonna show you why. I say that in a second. But yeah, a lot. That's the new narrative. See, I'm trying to get ahead of the narrative.
Right.
And now that I got this NBA Saturday show, so I could extend my arms and talk about other topics. But I think you gave a great response. I'm not sure if you watched Cleveland recently. Have you?
I've seen one game recently from Cleveland.
Okay, you seen one? Yeah. So when you're not watching, a lot of games, it's hard to see because you got to really watch the game. This is what I be telling people. Like, people just be talking about bad. This is my. You know what I ask him, Randall? Did you watch the game?
Right.
No. So what are you talking about? But big time salute, Randall. I appreciate the call, man. I'll be back tonight if you up late. Where there's smoke, there's fire. All right?
Yeah, I'll call you back after the game.
Big time. I appreciate you.
Anytime.
All
Later.
right. Big time salute. That's my man, Randall, channel member. Big time salute. Uh-oh. All right. I see you, Jay Chosen. The legend has spoken. Let's see who else. I missed a call from this person. I didn't get a chance to save numbers last night, so if I don't know your number, don't take offense to it. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to save numbers. I will do that tonight. See if this person. Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from? Hello.
Hey, it's easy from Hollywood. I'm from New York.
Yes,
bro.
you call.
Hollywood. What's going
Right.
on, man?
How's it going, man? Everything is good, brother. We talk this NBA Saturdays. We got a lot of topics. We talking about these Cleveland Cavaliers. Where you want to go?
So I'm the one that called and said we was gonna win by 25. Mikal was gonna go off, and then we ended up losing to Detroit.
Right.
But to answer your question about the Cavs, I don't think player for player they're better than us. And like I just watched them play against Charlotte, and they almost blew it there.
Right.
So I think if New York continues to play the way they played against Detroit, like the caller before said, they got to be a little tougher, man. They playing real soft. Jalen Brunson again taking hard shots in the paint. The shots not falling. I think Hart needs to shoot the ball a little more. Yeah, so I think in the playoffs we definitely gonna make the finals. I think we're the better team when it comes down to that. But I'm waiting for the game right now. This is gonna tell us a lot too against the Rockets.
Yes. Yeah, I think we're gonna win this game. I did the scouting. I'm not sure if you saw my show last night, but I went in. The Rockets are tailor made for us.
Man, Stephen A. is a troll. When we winning, he's gonna be the #1 Knicks fan. He don't get out of here. Go watch the Lakers. Tell him.
Come on, bro. He gonna go on national TV in front of millions and say the Knicks are done. We don't got no shot.
Done, man. He ate his words last year. He gonna eat them again this year. And when we win the championship, he definitely gonna act like the #1 fan.
100%. And I'm gonna get on him. I'm getting on. This is what I do.
I think we finished #2 in the East. I don't think we're gonna catch Detroit. But again, can they beat us when it matter? And
will they make it to us?
Haters, I hear all these Detroit haters talking, but I can't remember the last one they won either. No playoff games, no playoff series wins, none of that.
Exactly. 100%.
Yes, sir.
100%.
All right, let's go Knicks, man.
I got you, man. Let's go Knicks. All right. Yeah, we'll probably go up until the game. You know, that's why I like NBA Saturdays because I got the flexibility in between games to go live and talk NBA stuff. So this is why another reason why I like Saturdays, you know. We actually broke news, believe it or not. Gobert has been suspended. Uh-oh, what's going on, my man KB? New York to Miami.
What's up?
What's going on, brother? Talk to me, man. Talk some sense to these clowns around. I shouldn't say clowns, but these dudes, these naysayers.
I'll be honest with you, brother. I'm trying to figure out what Knicks you're watching, bro. Because right now, the last game, I was totally disgusted by these Knicks, bro. We got exposed by these Detroit Pistons, bro. They came out like gangsters with guns, and we're running around like bitches, bro. So I don't know what you guys are looking at, bro. If you guys aren't concerned about what's going on right now with these disgusting Knicks, with this bitch at the top with Brown, with this...
Okay, just watch the language. I'm riding with you. Watch the language, brother. Watch the language. We good. We good. Go ahead.
My bad with the language. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we good. But I'm just pissed, bro. I can't watch this. This makes me sick, bro. With this bitch, McHale and Towns, they make me sick, bro. With this Brown... kissing, bro, doing this nonsense at the end of the game, it makes me sick.
You got a point there. I ain't gonna lie. I got on Mike Brown too. I didn't like it, but I'm not gonna throw away the season, brother. We lost worse last year.
No, we can't throw away the season, but
we can't throw it away, brother.
Here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
History is on our side. And the history is that the team that in the last 4 years in the Eastern Conference, the team that lost in the conference finals went back to the finals. The Detroit Pistons, they're trying to do something that's never been done in history before. A team that hasn't won a playoff series with their core has never won a championship. It only happened twice.
Listen,
they're not built to do that.
The end goal, listen, obviously, I want to win. You know what I'm saying? I want that chip. But I'm still concerned, bro. We just came off with a horrendous. How many did we lose in a row?
We lost, well, overall, you mean this year, you want to know?
No, I'm saying with that whole, last time I called you, we were talking about are they going to get out of this whole mess? And go.
Oh, no, remember, we won 8 games in a row. We won 8 games in a row, then we went 2-2.
Yeah, but before that, it was a mess. What were we talking about?
That was the cup. That was the NBA, the so-called NBA Cup curse.
Yeah, whatever the case was, bro, but that was horrendous.
And we turned it around.
We just got exposed by Detroit. Like that, bro, it's no good for me.
Okay. I hear you. Listen, you have the right to be upset, frustrated, but I'm not throwing away the season, and we lost 3 games to them last year. The same. Listen, we lost 3 games to them.
But I want to see them coming out like killers, like Detroit. I don't want to see this these sign languages, bro, with Mikhail running around on the thing with panties, bro. I don't like this. And Towns, bro, is killing me.
Okay. Well, listen, they got a game tonight, and I'm doing a show after. If they win, can you call back up tonight?
I want you
Do
to
me
do the
that favor.
play-by-play. You gonna do the play-by-play or no?
Hey, you know what? I gotta see. I gotta see how to factor that in.
It's too much. It's too killer for you right now.
I gotta see. No, it's not that. It's just, you know, like the TV is lagged behind. You know, there's certain things I gotta do from a technical standpoint because I want my play-by-play to be fire. You know, so
Yeah,
that's
for
why
sure.
I kind of went away
I'm
from
like
it.
also,
Yeah,
I'm
but we'll
watching,
see.
I'm watching an overseas stream, but it is
Okay.
what it is, bro. You
Big
know?
time.
You
I
can go
appreciate you,
24,
brother.
No problem. So the play-by-play
Yeah.
should be a spit in the bucket.
No, that's not. No. I could do it. It's just the logistics behind it. You know, it's not me doing it because I've done it before, and people love it. But you know, I gotta see. I'll look into it. I appreciate that
You're
feedback.
a legend, bro. You're a legend. I
Thank
love
you,
the show.
brother. I appreciate you.
Awesome, bro. Just keep it up.
All right, big time.
All right. Peace.
And you know what? I'm glad that we got that call because Knick fans do have the right to feel how he feel. But I tested him. I said, yo, but we can't throw away the season. That's what I don't like that Stephen A. Smith did. He threw away the season. Yes, you could be concerned. Hell, you could even say Detroit is the better team right now. I wouldn't argue that. I gave them the regular season. I said, yo, Detroit, y'all are the regular season champions. I wasn't even trying to be funny like I normally are when I say regular season champions. But no, seriously, they're the best team in the East. I have no issues with saying that because I don't want to be the best team in the East in the regular season. I want to do that in the play. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up. Slow it down. We got a legend in the building. We have a legend in the building. Hold on. First off, Rob, before you say anything, I want to thank you publicly because I don't think we spoke. Well, we probably did speak, but I got to thank you publicly for holding me down for the Fanathon, man. I appreciate it. The first ever 24-hour stream.
No problem, my brother. Anytime, you know, anything you got going on, anything, you know, you rocking with and you need my participation, if I can be there, I'll be there.
100%. I know that, man. Same thing here. You know, if you ever need me on a Monday, just give me some note. Hey, you want to come do something Monday? Just let me know. I'm there. Me and Max, we there. So
you got it, brother. I appreciate it.
Big time.
Oh,
so
man.
which way you want to go, brother?
So much stuff this Saturday has been jam-packed with all types of stuff. And then the Detroit fans, I had to humble myself. You know, I had to have a little one-on-one moment with a Detroit fan earlier. I told him last week, if they won, you know, come back on the show. I'll have you give you a little moment and we'll talk about it and we'll give you the spotlight. And he came back and we did it. So I mean, listen, I got to be a man of my word.
You got to. Yeah, that's fine. Was he cool though? Was he?
Oh no, he was dope. I don't know
okay,
if I know some might overlap. I don't know if he jumps into your chat.
Probably.
His name is Detroit Hollywood. So I don't know if he's one of the haters, the 9 haters.
He might be. Because listen, they all named from 1. Now we got 17. So that's what I call them. Number 7. Yeah. I call them. Yeah, that's the names for me. You know. So yeah, okay. He probably does though. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. That's what's up though. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, man. Listen, all I want is, and I appreciate what you said earlier when you were talking about the comparisons from this year to last year and how everybody's losing it and jumping out the window. Know the ledge, by the way. Anyway, everybody's jumping out the window. However, when you talk about it and think about what's actually taking place, this is the same type of stuff that happened last year. Similar records, and the results were, you know. You don't know what's going to be the end all be all. That team made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. So, yeah, I hear you, brother. I'm with you on that. And you know, it just, from my standpoint, the only thing that really upset me was just the lack of urgency. I don't know if I want to say energy because I feel like or effort. I think there was effort in the game. At least I saw effort from Jalen Brunson. Yes, he had 6 turnovers, but to have 6 rebounds, 8 assists, and put up 33 points, he was playing. And I think other guys were doing their thing too. I just think it's that sense of urgency. I don't know if the Knicks take Detroit seriously. That's my problem. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yo, let me tell you, I want to add too. He would have had 13 assists if those guys didn't miss all them threes.
Yeah.
to add that. But yeah, but you're right. And like the brother that just called, right? My man KB from New York to Miami. You have the right to feel upset, concerned. I'm, I don't have an issue with that at all, right? But to say the season is over, that's where I draw the line. So yeah, you're right. You're right. I felt Brunson was one of the few guys to show up, and then Towns came to the game a half hour late. So it's like they got to do a better job, and I'm hopeful that they can, because we've been playing great basketball, Ron. Like if you look at the last 11 games, we're still the #1 defense. Like it's just a lot to be optimistic about besides Detroit, right? Right now, they're the better team. And, we just got to face it for now. But it's not over. It's not over. So, yeah.
I feel like, like you getting it too. I know you hear it. It's like everybody thinks that, because we lost to Detroit and because they beat us 3 times and beat us comfortably, that the season is over. After snow, it's like, I could understand if this was some other team, but you know how the Knicks move. The Knicks don't do anything easy. They always have to give us some stress level. They like playing from the seat of the underdog. I don't know if they're good at playing from the front running seat. They're much better playing from behind. And so the thing about them is, like, I can make excuses for every single game when they play Detroit. The first 2 was easy for me to make excuses. The first one, the Knicks, I don't think were playing top-notch basketball. They were nowhere near the same team they are now. The second game, obviously, we had guys out, and the Knicks need their guys, especially 2 starters. However, the flip side is, even in this game, if you really wanted to be that guy, you can make excuses again. I mean, the Knicks are not. They're a team that needs a little time to get their rhythm going. They need to ramp up stuff. They just came off the All-Star break, not playing, then you bring in Jeremy Sohan, a new player to the team. You're bringing back OG Anunoby, who's going to play key minutes. And everybody knows OG is a rhythm player. When he comes back off of these injuries, he does not play well. It takes him a while. So these are the type of things you already know was going to be happening. But it's still the only thing that I could say that null and voids that excuse is that Detroit was without Duran and without Isaiah Stewart, and they still beat us by 15. Like, it's Cade and a bunch of role players. No offense to those guys, they play very well and they lock in on defense. But it is what it is. Like, they got Paul Reed looking like the next coming, like the best backup big man. He's gonna get some big money the way he playing. Like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, and you're 100% on the button. And Paul Reed actually played really well the game before this game.
I know.
He had like 16 in the first quarter. I watched the game, and it shows me how great of a coach I don't want to say great because he didn't win none, but how good Bickerstaff is as a coach, because it's like plug and play. Like, all right, Durant's not there, you become Durant, and now we get the same level of production, and that's phenomenal. So he has to prove to me they could win a playoff series before I go off the deep. That's a whole nother thing. That's history. They're trying to defy the odds. No, there's only been 2 teams in history to win a championship without their core winning a playoff series previous to that run. And so they're trying to do something that's unprecedented. And they're going to crash and burn, and I can't wait to see it. And then y'all going to have to come back to me, and I'm going to be like, I told you so. It's not going to happen. So that makes Knicks fans feel a little better. I probably not right now, but we'll see in May, and we'll see what happens in May and June. And I don't think it's going to work out for the Pistons the way they think it's going to work out for them. As far as these Knicks, we've been playing great basketball. We just got to get back to doing some of the things that we're doing. So, but yo, Ron, really quickly, what are some things you got going on if you want to share with the people?
Well, I mean, right now, we taking it easy. It's calm right now. I mean, the next show is going to be the Monday show. We're going to do SKF Weekly,
Nice.
and recap this week and talk about what's happened this weekend with these games. But I might see if I do something very soon and kind of get back to my State of the Game series.
Oh, yes.
So we'll see. But this week, my work 9 to 5 is actually moving, so it's going to be a busy week. I don't know if I could do it this week, but I really want to kind of get back into that whole thing. And
Nice.
touch on some different topics that I haven't really been able to approach. So I'm looking forward to that, man.
Nice, man. I wish you all the best, man. I thank you once again for holding me down, brother. Whatever you need, man. You know I'm here, brother.
Hey, man, always, bro. Listen, you continue to have a good show, and I know you're going to be on later after the game, man. Have a great night, bro. Keep doing your
Thank
thing.
You. All right, man. I appreciate
shout
it.
out to Maxine, the super producer.
All right, big time. She's listening. All right, big time.
Man. Take it easy.
All right. That was my man Ron from Still Knicks Fans. Definitely go check him out. Well, a lot of you guys know Ron, but he actually held me down during the 24-hour fanathon. And by the way, we dropping footage every day. Go check it out. Those videos are not going to stay on YouTube for long. We're going to drop them now, but eventually they'll become just members only videos. Go check them out. We've been dropping them every day. This is the second day, so tomorrow will be the third day. The first ever, we did the first ever 24-hour live stream in this community. Big time salute. Couldn't have got it done without you guys, and I appreciate you guys, all of you guys. I'm gonna take some more calls, man. Why not? Oh wait, hold on. Nope, not doing that. Before we take calls, gotta get the likes up. Gotta get. Let's see where we are. All right, we got 12 more to go before we reach our goal. All right, we got to get the likes up. It's very important for this channel that we reach our minimum 100 likes. It lets YouTube know that NBA Saturdays, Fan Saturdays, is the place to be. So continue to smash that like button. Get us close to our goals. We do appreciate it. And we know that in the last 28 days, 60+% of you guys are not subscribed. So you might as well subscribe as well. We're on the road to 10,000. And the next milestone is 5K. So look, we know we got a lot of Knicks fans in the house. Once we get to 5K subscribers, we will be giving away a Jalen Brunson rookie trading card. All you have to do is subscribe. No emails, no text messages, none of that. Support the movement and let's go. Let me see if these people are still. Oh, we got some people that are really trying to call up. My bad. My man Ron called up. I had to talk to the brother. All right. Hadn't spoke to him in a week. Keep the calls coming though. 646-995-8389. Call up. Voice your opinion. Okay. Let's see if they answer. If not, I'm gonna move on and go to the next call. But are the Cavaliers better than the Knicks? All right. Let me try this other number. Uh-oh, my man Mike. See, my man Mike answers the phone. 646-995-8389. Call up. Voice your opinion. What's going on, Mike? Not from the islands. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's up, bro? I saw you and Ron. You're gonna do the Karan and Ron show.
Yeah, sometimes, but you see me over there. Sometimes he comes over here.
I didn't know that, but he's real good. I just heard him over there. He going through the same thing you going through. I had the time to look at it, boy. They are 10 our Knicks up. I got my saying. I always, I want to grow the team. I want to get some of these generational players that are in this draft. I don't want to max nobody out, but I'm not going to kill Brunson and the team we got now because we can win. I'm not going to jump off the bridge because these things happen, man. This is a growing team, and that's what I mean by growing. These are growing pains. You're going to win some, and you're going to lose some. And this is during the season. And until my understanding has changed, when the playoffs start, that's another season. We all start from scratch. We all start from scratch during the playoffs. Yep. So the Knicks, I would go back to West Side Story. Play it cool, man, real cool. And be easy. Nice. Stop getting out guys like that. Because, see, they hurting me a little bit because I know people are on Brown, but he's smiling. But again, never let somebody outside your family know what you're thinking. They don't have to know. They don't have to know he's upset. The world don't have to have. He doesn't have to have the Tibbs face on. Because to my understanding, all Tibbs did is stand on the sideline and scowl. I didn't see him make any adjustments. Every time the Knicks do something good, well, yeah, that's Tibbs like. And every time they do something, well, Mike Brown, maybe he's not the coach. I'm like, come on, man. We got so much media in New York. That's the problem, too. A lot of players say, if I go there, I might hurt my brand there. And remember the time Derrick Rose stepped away from the team because they was going to start that kid over him? You talking about, yeah, that kid, they signed him for $8 million. He wasn't really all of that, you know, when he had this other management. And Derrick Rose stepped away from the team for a couple of days because he'd be damned if they're going to let somebody do that to him.
You talking about Payton, Alfred Payton?
Oh, no, not Alfred Payton. It was the kid. I don't know if he came from Washington College or something. Yeah, European kid. He wasn't from Europe, but I don't like to call people colors. So, yeah, he was European guy.
Okay. Right.
So my thing is, let's take a step back and realize what we do have. I mean, every team goes through ups and downs.
10 seconds.
And what's his name? Stephen A. Stephen A. is playing like a cartoon character, man. We can't worry about what's stereotyping. He gonna talk. That's all he do is talk. He's not the real deal like you guys and me. He's not a real down to it grassroots Knicks fan. He's not. He's a what they call a Johnny come lately kind of guy. So what I would like to say is that, hey, our guys, they're gonna be all right, man. It's just that, you know, we face a lot of things a lot of people haven't faced, and they face a lot of things we haven't faced. That's controversy. That's life, and it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better.
100%.
All they gotta do is play together. Play together as a team. The team beats anybody. When we get individualistic, 100%. We're not going to win. But you play as a team, that team that we got, we can beat anybody. We got new players that we got to acclimate, get up to par, and it's going to happen, man. It's not going to happen overnight, man. But it's going to happen. So I just come in peace today, and I just want to let them know.
You're kicking the knowledge, man.
Yo, we can do it. It's not rocket science. We can do it. And we got to stop killing our own players. One game we up, one game we down. That's crazy. You know, we can't.
No, listen, Mike. I appreciate the optimism. That's what we need. Thank you, man. If you're gonna be up tonight, I'll be up live again after the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the game too.
All right, big time.
Yeah. All right. Take care. God bless. Stay blessed.
Thank you. All right. That's my man, Mike, not from the island. Hold on, let me because I had him as Mike from Staten Island or one of the islands. Really quickly before I take more calls. And by the way, hold on, we only got 5. Are you serious? We only got 5 more likes. We got 5 more guys. Come on, man. Let's get to the goal, man. Let's get to the goal. I wanna talk about Cleveland in a second, but I gotta get the likes up, man. Maxine will be mad at me if I didn't get us over that 100 like mark. You guys got to help me get to that point, because I want to talk about Cleveland, and you know, I'm just trying to get ahead of the narrative, because some people was like, why are we talking about Cleveland better than the Knicks? We're getting ready to play them on the 24th, right? And so this is going to be another measuring stick game like tonight's game, right? So I'm about to get into it, but let's get to the goal, man. Let's get to the goal. Let me show you something. So when you look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, right? They ran in and Raven. Because I try to get in front of the trends before it happens. But when you look at this what they have done in the last 6 days, they got 6 wins, right? Or I said 6 days, but 6 wins or 7. Is it 7 wins now? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, so they must mean they won today. All right, cool. So when you look at that, now they got 7 wins, right? So when you look at all of these wins, right? This wasn't okay, I know what it was. I didn't watch this. I didn't watch one of these games. Nonetheless, all right, cool. They got 7 wins in a row. They overtook us in the standings. Okay? And now the narrative is the Cleveland Cavaliers is better than us. If we lose this game on Tuesday, I don't think we're going to lose. I'm not putting it out there that we're going to lose. But if we lose, they're going to pit this team against us. But I just want to look at their wins, okay? I'm not going to go with the injuries. I'm just going to look at the wins. All right. So they beat the Trailblazers. No, I got it. Because I think what happened was they're 6-0 with Harden, I think. So they might have got this win before Harden played. Okay, cool, whatever. They beat the Trailblazers. That's light work. They beat the Clippers, a team that is trying to become a 500 team and trying to make the postseason. They beat the Kings, a team that is tanking. Confirmed. They beat the Nuggets. This is the one game I give them credit for. But if I wanted to nitpick, Hardaway missed an open three that would have won the game. Then they made a stupid foul to put, I think, Harden and one of them at the line. And that's how they lost the game. Could you believe that, y'all? Could you believe that? Nonetheless, they won this game. Wizards, Nets, Hornets, this was a good game. Hornets tried to fight. Ain't no tanking in the Hornets. That's who they beat. So they beat the Hornets and the Nuggets. Those are the two games you give them credit for. They're not this phenomenon. They're beating the teams they're supposed to beat. I think they got one of the easiest schedules as well. So that's going to definitely propel them up. And that's cool. I'm not taking that away from them. But just because you've been on this nice little cute streak, what I noticed is, y'all, and I'm going to save this for Tuesday because I'm going to do one of the, oh, by the way, big time. So we got a nice collaboration we doing on Tuesday with my man Earl, right? So he's going to be coming on from the Jabba and the Mouth Show. So that's going to be going down on Tuesday. And, we're going to be talking about Knicks and various topics. And, of course, on that show, I will be breaking this game down, giving you what I always give you. All right? So I watched half of these games, by the way. So I'm not just a box score warrior. I saw the Nuggets game, saw the Hornets game, and I think I saw the Clippers game. One of these I can't remember the other game I saw. It was a blowout. They all were blowouts. So it's like, I don't really give a damn about blowouts. I try not to watch blowouts. Because you're not going to learn nothing. I want to see them in a good game. Because I need to see what that character is like. But the 3-point defense, I think that will be their downfall. If you guys do want to call up, I'll take some more calls, right? The game is getting ready to start, but I'll take some more calls if you guys want to talk about this stuff. 646-995-8389. Stephen A. Smith. Just to piggyback on that last conversation as well, I understand that Stephen A. Smith is an entertainer. I'm not mad at Stephen A. entertaining. The two reasons why I'm mad is because he puts out misinformation. That's one. That's one thing I definitely don't like. Because now we have a union of fans coming on here thinking that we don't got a shot because, or saying that we're not going to go to the finals because we did something that we did last year, but you didn't reference that last year. And you tried to make it seem as though last year's team is better than this year's team. You can't really compare the two. So I don't like it. I'm not riding with it. And, Stephen A. Smith, I'll be a ghostwriter. You need a ghostwriter, I'll be a ghostwriter. I'll give you all the hot Knicks takes. And so, yeah, that's all the problem was with Stephen A. For me. Now, other people may have had other problems. That's on them. But for me, I don't like the putting out narrative because you're the biggest Knicks fan on ESPN. So that's my take there. But listen, y'all, I will be back tonight with Where There's Smoke, There's Fire. After this game, I think the Knicks win tonight. I'm not going to guarantee a blowout. I want to thank you guys for rocking with me. And I'll see you guys tonight. All right? NBA fan